for this segment of Celeb Locale. I have a very special guest here today, Ebony J. Lewis, who was just at Martha's Vineyard for their film festival for her film, Truth Unspoken. And we're going to pick her brain today.
Yay! How you doing, everyone?
I don't want to say started out, but at some point in your life, you worked in finance in corporate America.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting topic because I feel like lots of actors are in jobs that, you know, they're doing, but they really just want to be acting full time. What was that like for you, and like how did you make the transition?
I was in finance for about 3 years, worked for the top financial institutions in the world. I can name them: Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, and Merrill Lynch. And so anyway, I had went to Morgan Stanley to become a stockbroker. And we had a deal saying that I would have to pass the Series 7 in order for them to keep me. So I studied, and I missed it by 1 point. Oh. So yeah, so I got the boot, and it was the best thing that's ever happened to me, because during the 3 years, I would find myself saying, you know, there got to be more than just this. You know, the money was great, but again, like, I wasn't fulfilled. So it was just like I was waiting for that moment to, you know, for a chance. So then when I was let go from Morgan Stanley, I just jumped into it and started doing a lot of modeling first. Then I took some acting classes, and then I learned how to work behind the scenes of indie movies. Worked on a lot of indies, producing, assistant directing, and I learned the trade, and then I made my own film.
You also interned, I think in college at BET.
Yeah.
How was that? So, I mean, would you recommend, you know, people who are in college right now to look for those type of places to kind of get their foot wet?
Yeah, BET was great. It was great. I interned, I think it was my freshman year, and it was weird how I got it, because I was on BET, and they had a Snoop Dogg competition, some G-Thing contest, and I was up against 2 guys, and I won the contest of singing the song G-Thing, and nothing but a G-Thing, baby. Okay. You know that song. And after that, it was like, that's when 106 in Park was just starting. So I spoke to some people there that day. They were like, come back and give us your resume, and I didn't have much because I was, you know, just starting college. But it worked out, and I was there, and it was wonderful. I wrote for Miss Sita. I don't know if you remember her. She was like the cartoon doll. I wrote for her. I got a chance to write for her, credited for that. And just see the industry from behind the scenes. I learned a lot, and I still keep in touch with a lot of those people.
So let's talk about your film, Truth Unspoken. How did that come about?
Well, Truth Unspoken came about in January, the beginning of January, end of December 2008.
This past, oh wow.
It's a newborn baby. It's a newborn baby. It's just, things are just happening. So I wrote it, and I wanted to twist it around a little bit. Most of my other writings were feel-good, relationships, drama, but I wanted to add a little bit of suspense into it, and wanted to kind of change the roles around, like what the guy does, I wanted the girl to do, and what, you know, and so that's what I did, and it was so fun writing it, because when I was writing it, I was seeing it, and I was enjoying the writing, and that's what a great writing teacher that I studied with said. You know, when you're writing, you have to enjoy your writing, because the audience will enjoy it also. So, as I was writing it, the most challenging part of it was to keep the suspense and to write it suspenseful, because I've never done that before. And you have to kind of figure out what's going to keep a person in suspense. So once I figured out that formula, which is unending, because, you know, it's just sky's the limit with writing. But it worked. It worked, because at Martha's Vineyard, the people were like sitting at their seat.
You're the star, or
one of the stars.
One of the stars of the film. And tell us just a little bit about the film for those who haven't seen it.
Okay. All right, so if you haven't seen it, first of all, you can see it on IMDb. The trailer's on there. It's on Facebook. We have a Facebook group page. Just search Truth Unspoken. It'll come up. Make sure you join. So about the film. So about the film, it's a suspense drama. It's about a man who wants to marry his woman, but he finds out that she lied to him. So he goes and confronts her, and he finds out more than he could ever imagine. And she's not the only one with the secret. He has one too.
There you go. Okay, I like that. And you said you just found out yesterday that it's going to be in another film festival?
Yeah, it's going to be in the Mid-Atlantic Black Film Festival.
This is a good
I haven't even told anyone in the cast yet, but you get it first, girl.
Yes,
so proud to be here.
So you as an actress, what upcoming projects do you have?
Well, me as an actress, yeah, I do act also.
Aside from me being a director, writer.
Well, I just shot a film. Well, it's going to be on A&E. It's called The Fugitive Chronicles. It's the story of Larry Davis, who was like an infamous gangster hailing from the Bronx, which is where I'm from. And it was great to play his girlfriend. So it was cool. So that's going to be airing in A&E on A&E in January of 2010. Okay. January 10, whatever, 2010. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It gets weird.
Yeah, it's kind of, I can't even believe we're here.
Exactly.
You know. But so that's coming out. I did a Nickelodeon pilot not too long ago, so I'm still waiting on words with that. It's called Lydia's White House. I did a movie called One Blood, directed by J. Jessup Smith. Waiting on that, starring Clifton Powell. And I'm auditioning. I have some other films that's supposed to be coming up, but we're just waiting on production and waiting on the green light.
So if you had to give one bit of advice to people who are watching this and want to venture out and put up their own short or feature film, what would it be?
It would be go for it. It would be first learn about the craft. Learn it. If you want to intern or work for free, I worked for free on a lot of indie projects that I was working behind the scenes, and I learned. I took notes. I spoke with the directors. I shadowed them, and I learned, because that's what you want to do, because you don't want to get into this field and just skate on through, or you want to go ahead and you want to learn your craft and ask questions. Be willing to work for free. And go ahead and do it. Don't let fear stop you.
All right. Well, with that said, thank you so much, Ebony J.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to see the film in full. And I just wish you the best of luck. I think it's great that you started with maybe this small thought and it just became much bigger than what you could have ever imagined. Blessings coming your way.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you much success.
Thank you. If I can just say, if you wanna check out the film, or get information for the film, if you have a Facebook, join the Facebook group page, Truth Unspoken Facebook group page. If you want to see the trailers on IMDb, it's also on the group page. If you want to contact me, Ebony J. Lewis, look me up. I'm really not hard to find. Friend me on Facebook. Send me a message. I am so, right now, get at me now, because, I want to meet everybody. Okay?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, and join us next time. Bye. Ready for the